everyone. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. It's Alicia Hurt here from the Women's Wellness Center, and I am here to talk to you briefly about what is a doula. I am here to give you some information to support someone that is expecting, thinking of having a baby, and they want support and they don't know what that is or what that looks like. And they've heard about a doula, but they're not sure. Does the doula deliver the baby? Like, what is a doula? What is a doula's true role? Where today I am going to help you understand what a doula is. So give me a little bit and I will be on my way and let you be on your way. Let's talk about what is a doula. And again, I'm from the Women's Wellness Center of I See My Baby, nonprofit 501c3, located at 310 South Scott Street in Bainbridge, Georgia. We support women holistically navigating their journey, infertility, a lack of faith, and depression. We are here to help you understand that you are not alone. So, spiritual labor support, that is a doula. And we are praying you through the pain with a spiritual doula. Okay. That is what I am. That is what we're talking about. Look at that beautiful baby bump there. All right, let's dive in. So again, welcome. And as a dedicated doula, I am committed to holistic and faith-based birth support. I aim to honor the physical, emotional, and spiritual dimensions of childbirth. Now, we've had previous sessions about what is a doula. If you want to catch that, you can go to our YouTube channel. I am going to drop the information in the link now in the comment section. So that way you can brush up, because I've told you before, when you're looking for a doula, make sure you go through the interviewing process, because every doula has their own way of doing things. They have their own specialization and experience. And so for me, I am communicating that I am a holistic and faith-based birth support doula, and I help you in those three areas: physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So the purpose of this webinar is to explore the integration of spiritual practices into labor support, how they go hand in hand, and enhancing the birthing experience for mothers and also families. So we'll discuss the role of faith in childbirth, practical applications of spiritual practices, and benefits of spiritual doula support. So let's first understand spiritual labor support. Let's understand that first before we dive in. So what is spiritual labor support? It involves incorporating faith-based practices such as prayer, meditation, and scripture into the childbirth process to provide emotional and spiritual comfort. And you want to recognize the importance of childbirth being profound, being spiritual, and it being an actual journey, because it's not just a physical event pushing the baby out. No, it's all those things. It's profound, it's spiritual, and it is an actual journey. And so it allows for a more holistic approach to labor and delivery process. My role as a doula is to act as a spiritual companion. So we don't take the place of your spouse, your mother, father, your loved one. No, we're just a value add to the team. And I support you spiritually. I help facilitate whatever practices that align with your faith. I am a Christian, and so I align with Christian practices. And that it helps you to create a sacred space during labor. So if you say, Alicia, I want this type of music playing, I want a candle flickering in the room, I want the lights a little lower, I may want an essential oil, let's do it. Let's do it. Like, I am here to make sure those things happen for you and to make sure you feel comfortable. You may say, Alicia, could you use this essential oil when you massage my hands and my feet? Yes, ma'am. Let's do it. I'm here to support you during that process. And as you can see in the pictures here, it is also showing how the doula can support and assist you. So from a community standpoint, because remember I said that faith is the source, like faith is where we are to help you to tap into, to make sure that you draw from your faith to help you through this process, which is the laborer, to bring that baby forward, right? And it's the strength to give you strength, and also to uplift you and help you during the laboring process. So we have 3 buckets here that we support with. So the first one I'll go with is the emotional resilience. And that's faith. That faith can provide inner strength. It reduces your anxiety, and it fosters a sense of peace during the labor process. So if you're able to truly center yourself, similar to what you do in yoga, and that is why we always recommend yoga to our moms, because it is a way for you to really say, I can do this, and to zone out. One example could be Beyonce, how they say she has that alter ego. I think it's the Sasha Fierce or something like that, but how she has an alter ego when she performs, because she goes to a place to tap into her creativity. That's mindfulness. And so we want you as a mom to go to that place, that peaceful place, where it helps you to renew your mind. It helps you to focus and really get into your spiritual aura, right? Your spiritual being, and saying, Lord, I really need your help, right? And in doing that, we transition from the emotional resilience all the way into the spiritual practices. So whether that's through prayer that we get you there, whether that's through reading, whether that's through worship music being played, whether that's you smelling the essential oil and helping you, because God is a sweet smelling savior, we get you to that place and we create that calming environment, because it is conducive to labor. And we just continue to help you through. And then you have that community support. In that community support, again, it's both myself, the doula, also your support system. It could be your husband, your mom, your dad, your friend, whoever's there with you. As a community, we're supporting you. And also your doctors, your team, to say, hey, you progressed. You're not at 5 centimeters, you were at 2, right? And then we help to engage you with that faith, and we offer you additional emotional, spiritual support, reinforcing the sense that, hey, you belong here. You're not by yourself. You can do this. And you just continue to push forward and push through. And needless to say, that baby just comes forth. But those 3 things, as you see them going up, is literally how we support you through the laboring process. And it's a beautiful thing. So again, my role, personalized support. Every mother needs something different. Every mother needs something different. What does that look like for you is different for what that would look like for someone else. But I ensure that as we communicate, I get to know you. I am able to support you as I personalize it and tailor your needs. You may say, don't touch my feet. That's fine. But my arms and my shoulders and my back, Alicia, I don't like that kind of music. I had y'all laughing the last time about me throwing the wet rag across the room during labor. Like, I would know ahead of time, hey, she don't like that. Don't do it, right? So it helps you. If I know your favorite song, this one just came to my mind. 'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus. Okay, that's your song, girl. When you zoning out and you like, I can't do this, I'll start to sing. I'll start to sing and help you and bring it back to your remembrance, help you to refocus and let you know, hey, you can do this. And making sure that you feel heard. You feel heard, that your feelings are validated, and that it's not just protocols and things of that sort. Like, no, we talked about this. I understand what you need, right? Just being able to help you understand that I am your person. And again, creating sacred spaces, setting up that environment for you, making sure that atmosphere makes you feel calm and serene, and also allows the Holy Spirit to enter in, because we need God. We need him, right? He has been able to help you with the seed thus far and blossom into a baby, but now we need God's help to bring that baby down that birth canal and bring that baby out. Also advocating for you and communicating your needs, your wants, your desires, because when you're going through the laboring process, you're breathing, you're trying to be mindful. You can't think all of the time and quickly about, hey, the doctor said you might need this, or they're about to do that. And I'm there to be your advocate and say, hey, did you understand what he just said? This is what this means. What would you like to do? Especially if it's above and beyond what your birth plan was. We always make sure that you are seen, that you are heard, and you're able to communicate what you need. It may not be effective. That's why we're there, myself and also your support person, to help communicate it effectively to the medical provider. And then we apply those practical applications to continuously support you. Again, we can't stress it enough. The power of prayer and meditation, guiding you through every step of the way, whether your laboring process is 24 hours, I hope not, but hey, it happens. It happened to me. Or it's an hour or two, no matter the duration, we are there laboring with you alongside you, reading scriptures, singing songs, helping you to relax. Again, rubbing your back if needed, helping you and reassuring you, counseling you, or just being there. Sometimes you don't even need words. Just be there. Hold my hand, rub my shoulder. We're there to support you and make you feel as comfortable as possible. So here are a few case studies. I told you I wouldn't keep you long. A mother faced a prolonged and challenging labor, feeling overwhelmed by pain and fatigue. So the role of the doula, again, continuously pray with that mother, help her feel comfortable. Help her feel and know that God is real. He is there for her, both spiritually and physically, to help her through her discomfort, making sure that the atmosphere continues to feel like a sacred space. Even if it's in a hospital, you can still create a positive, sacred space. Also making sure that her emotions are tapped into and that she feels comfortable. She doesn't feel scared, overwhelmed. She is not anxious or having any anxiety. And also with the partner that's there, we're bouncing back and forth. So if the partner has the part where I got the prayer, maybe you just need the physical part, rub her back, rub her shoulders, and we tag team and we support. We support and we move back and forth. It doesn't say, hey, I'm only doing this. No, we will move back and forth because things can change quickly, especially during the laboring process. And we both can play that advocate role. And what happens when we're able to work alongside each other, right, cohesively as a team, the combined support with the doula and the partner, the mother has a sense of peace and strength. I got this. They're here with me. I can do this. And it enables her to navigate labor with resilience and faith. This next scenario, a family desired to integrate communal worship in the birthing experience and reflecting their deep-rooted spiritual beliefs. So for the doula, myself, what do? Well, I have to educate myself first if it's something that I'm not understanding and making sure I feel comfortable with that. And then I coordinate with the family members to organize the time of the worship, including singing hymns and reading scriptures and maintaining a respectful environment, ensuring that the medical team understands, hey, this is their wish and desire. It will not take away from anything that you're doing as far as checking and making sure mom and baby are safe and just maintaining that environment for them. Also having the emotional guidance where I'm embracing them, right? I'm reinforcing to the mom that, hey, what you want is valid, right? You have your spiritual support, you have your physical support. We are here for you. The partner may say, you know what, I'm going to take the lead in the worship elements. That's fine. Then I can just say I can continue to just help with the emotional part of it, making sure mom feels comfortable physically, right? And coordinating with that family. So everyone feels like no one's left out, that everybody's voice is heard, but making sure that mom is the focal point and she is all right through it all. And integrating again that worship, it really helped to strengthen the family bonds. It helped everyone to feel a part of the baby coming into this world and providing the mother with a profound sense of spiritual support and unity. And remember, baby feels, hears, and understands it all. It all. That singing could make the baby say, I'm coming now because I need to see these people that's singing this real good music, right? And in this part, I want to make sure I emphasize for parents that are going to go into labor at the hospital, you need to have a hospital visit. It is very important, because if it's a hospital that says you cannot have actual candles lit in the room, then you have to say, okay, what can I do? That may mean get the battery operated flicker lights, and it will still do the same thing for you. They may say, hey, no incense or no aromatherapy plugins. Okay, you need to know that ahead of time, because if you strongly believe in those things, you may need to think through an alternate birthing space for your experience. So just a tidbit, a takeaway. Make sure you do your hospital visit before you go into labor. All right, so diving back into the postpartum spiritual support, and we've talked about this before. If you have a birth doula, which I am, the work stops after one postpartum visit. Some birth doulas don't do any postpartum at all. And so if you think that you want support after the baby is born, you have to be clear about that. So that way you can have more than just that one visit after the baby is born. And you can have continuous support. And we did talk about postpartum support and what that looks like in previous webinars that we've had in previous classes. So again, go to our YouTube page and you can go under classes and seminars and check it out. And it breaks down the various roles and what that looks like as far as a doula is concerned. So for the emotional healing during postpartum, the spiritual part is having those same practices, making sure that we check in with mom, because those emotions, again, with hormones fluctuating and a rapid decline, because baby's no longer there, you go through a lot of changes. And so making sure that mom is continuing her spiritual practices, whether it's her devotionals or journaling, maybe going on virtual Bible studies, just making sure she's keeping up a healthy spiritual life, so that way she won't fall into postpartum depression. She won't have any negative thoughts, that her healing process will continue in a positive way. Making sure those bonding rituals are incorporated. After 6 weeks, some folks say, I know I did it with a couple of my kids, 6 weeks, you getting dedicated, okay? We going in, we getting you dedicated. So just making sure they think through those things, if that is a part of their beliefs, to support them and welcome the newborn into the faith, into the community. Also, again, that ongoing support, getting a phone call. If you did not opt for postpartum, but still saying, hey, client, I am just checking on you and baby. How are you doing? How is breastfeeding coming along? Or how is feeding coming along? Anything that you need? How's your healing? How are you feeling as far as your womb, if you had stitches, things of that sort, just really checking in. How is your mental state? Have you gotten out? Are you eating? Are you showering? Just checking in with you, just to make sure you have the support that you need, and we ensure sustained care. We express daily gratitude, making sure mom is doing that and that the support system is doing that through kind words, small gestures, or acts of service, because it keeps you going. It keeps you going, whether dad is not able to stay home, maybe only a week or so, but when he does get home, give you some relief and say, babe, you're doing a great job. Let me wash some bottles. Let me make dinner, things of that sort. And addressing any challenges you may have or any misconceptions. We are here for it. We are here for it. A lot of times you may hear all kind of myths and wives' tales. Take this, do that. And it's not necessarily the case. And so we're here to support you in that. Of course, we're not medical providers. So if it's something that we're not certain of or have expertise in, we would then say, hey, call your doctor and find out. Right. But we are there to address any concerns you may have. And we're sensitive to your cultural decisions. And if it seems like it's something that is at first, it's have an adverse effect on you or the baby, I would then say, hey, I am not certain about that, but I would say really talk to a medical provider on that, because I'm not sure, but it does not sound like that may be the route you want to take. I'm not sure. That's the way I would answer it, but we are here to help you navigate your processes, anything that you're uncertain of, making sure that your personal boundaries are observed, and that it's fair to you, because one would be taking your shoes off when you come in the house, maybe going straight to wash your hands, where they're like, oh, I'm not just, or not kissing my baby, and if you say that, listen, people need to respect you or don't come, right? So I'm there to reassure you that it is okay. It is okay to not want people to kiss your baby. Like, there are real germs out there. But just to support you in that and helping you on how to couch that discussion and not offend anyone or make them feel anyhow, but having those personal boundaries. Also partnering with us for faith-based doula support for expecting mothers. It's important because yes, we help, majority of our help is during labor, but we educate you up way before then to prepare you for that experience. We also educate you after baby is born, how to hold the baby, sleeping routines, what signs to look for different things that come up when you're at home with baby. If you have a boy, circumcision, that decision making, what does that look like? What questions that you need to ask? So we're there to partner with you alongside literally every step of the pregnancy process. You name it, we're there to help you with. So just know that, again, when you're expecting, through labor, and then that postpartum part of being a new mother. Hold on one second. All right. So in conclusion, as we wrap up and recap, I can put this all in one sentence. Call Alicia. I can support you as your birthing experience doula. That's it. That's all. So remember, we explored everything. We explored talking about integrating your faith into childbirth. We talked about how the role of the spiritual doula enhances the birthing experience. And we talked about how we respect your spiritual rituals and practices. I added to this that if you're doing a hospital birth, that you must visit your hospital before you go into labor, because that way you understand their do's and don'ts, and you're not offended, you're not upset if there are certain things that you need to tweak or do differently based on the rules and regulations of the hospital. I want to say that may your journey into motherhood be filled with peace and strength and spiritual fulfillment. Now let's say namaste. That's yoga talk, y'all. But we are here literally to make a Zen experience, to make you feel comfortable every step of the way. I have here on the screen our contact information. Reach out to us if there's something that we did not cover in this brief webinar. Please feel free to call me, 229-939-3240. Go to our website, iseemybaby.org. You can look at us up on all different social media platforms. We are here to support. We have some QR codes here to learn more about our mission. Of course, donation links is there, because guess what? We can't do it without your support and the support of the corporations and organizations that you know of. We need help. Right before this webinar, we just got a call with a critical need, so I may end up having to go down to the hospital to give a new mom something, but we are here to support. That is why we're here. That is our purpose here in Bainbridge, Georgia, and beyond. We stand literally beside every woman facing life's toughest challenges. We provide resources to the community because it is necessary to support women through infertility, mental health struggles, and through pregnancy. Our mission is to empower women to reclaim their strength and navigate their journey with confidence. You guys, as always, I love y'all. Reach out to me. I'm here to support you. In Jesus' name, have a good day. Bye, y'all.